I know, guys, we're not playing Champions League tomorrow. We're not, let alone playing Europa League. We're gonna play UEFA Conference League. I never thought I was gonna say that as a Chelsea fan, and the seriousness begins tomorrow in the new format that UEFA has created, and we need to make sure we're getting back to Champions League football, because I don't know how I'm gonna take it if I'm gonna continue to watch us play Conference League on Thursday nights against teams I never heard of. That's how it is. We can only do what's in front of us, and tomorrow at the bridge we're hosting the Belgian side Gent, who is sitting in third place in the current moment. I know a couple of few players in that team, and they have a wonder kid, Archie Gray, and yeah, they also have Good Johnson, Chelsea legend, son in that team. So I know two players in that team at least, and I can't tell you any more than that. Or I can tell you that they have qualified for Conference League by beating 3 teams I also have never heard of. Never underestimate any opposition, no matter what, and that is a bad habit we as Chelsea has picked up. We lost to Servette in the second game in the UEFA qualifiers, which was really disappointing, and this is a habit we need to remove. We need to take Gent full seriously. Maresca was asked what he thinks of the competition, and he mentioned it is an official competition that we're participating in, and we're gonna take it seriously. We're gonna do what we can to try and win it. I would say we have to win it. For me, we are the biggest team in this competition. We should be the clear favorites here. Of course, anything can happen if you underestimate opponents. You can get the tactics wrong. You can make mistakes in games where the opposition capitalizes on it. But we should be able to go all the way in this competition. So for me, the expectation is to simply win it. Maresca was also questioned how he keeps everyone happy, and he mentioned that of course it's very difficult. There are always going to be players that might get unhappy because they don't getting the desired minute. It's a tough decision you have to make as a manager. That is of course not fun, but it has to be made. And something I think that has helped us getting a really good start to the season is Maresca's no-nonsense attitude. He's straightforward, he's honest, he's not trying to paint the picture in a certain way like Potter and Pochettino did. Maresca is straight up honest, and then the player know exactly what he thinks immediately. They don't need to assume anything. They get the answer directly to them if why they're not getting the minutes. And I think that is very good. We have had no nonsense managers before in Mourinho, Conte, Tuchel. I would say Conte is on an extreme level. I think you can have a nice blend of balance here. You can also be someone that is calm. You can joke with your manager, but you should also be a serious manager and lead the team, show the way. And you're proving to the players that you're sticking to your words, that you're very honest, straightforward. They will respect you, and we need players that is respecting our manager. I think we have problems with that with both Pochettino and Potter. The players probably like them as people, but did they really respect them enough? Maresca, I think, is showing a greater leadership and authority here. And I think that is necessary if you're gonna succeed here at Chelsea, because it is one of the most difficult jobs you can have in football. I really like that Maresca has set this high bar that if you perform in the training ground and in matches, keeping that consistency, is showing great work rate, attitude, you will get the minutes. If you're playing better than a certain player in your position, you will get those minutes, and I hope he can keep his words We can only wait and see. So for me, if certain players perform tomorrow and in the next games, they might actually take a few starting spots from the team we're using in Premier League. And one of those examples could be Pedro Neto. He has been very positive so far. Madueke has been very good too, but Pedro Neto for me is less selfish. Madueke is trying to make it all by himself lately. It's just getting worse in my opinion. He's trying to put himself before the team. Neto is the opposite here, and I think Neto can claim a starting spot in Premier League ahead of Madueke if he continues to perform. The same for me goes with Tosin. I think he is someone that can take a starting spot if he continues to deliver. Same goes with Jorgensen. Sanchez has made mistakes in goal. If he continues to make those mistakes and Jorgensen doesn't and perform, he could claim a starting spot in the first team. And this goes the same for other players in the team. I mean, Nkunku been brilliant as well. He could claim a starting spot from Jackson if Jackson drops in form and Nkunku delivers. I really like this climate and culture that Maresca has built here. And the players, they know why they're not getting minutes, and they also know why they're getting the minutes. And it's in terms if they are performing in the training ground and on matches. And I think Maresca has done a brilliant job there. The players are believing in him. They're giving 110%. They're showing good attitude. And as I'm saying, you have to have this no-nonsense attitude, especially with so many young guys that haven't really matured yet. Maresca was also asked 2 questions around the mission. The first one, if he lacks in confidence in the current moment. And Maresca replied that Mudryk doesn't. He has confidence in himself. And the second question was, why does he lack start? So what is it that Mudryk has to do to improve? Maresca answered that they all want to start in this team, but that's simply not possible. We can't play every single player out there. He knows Misha wants to start. He has started a few games. He performed well against Barrow. He's about to continue this now, being consistent. And he mentioned that Misha also needs to improve in certain aspects of the game. And I can think he needs to improve in his decision making and understand Maresca's tactics further. In terms of team news, everyone is literally back. The only one we're waiting for now is Reece James, which is fantastic. But as we know, Lavia, Fofana, Palmer and Chilwell is not in the Conference League squad. But let's get in then to my predicted lineup, and we're gonna go with a 4-2-3-1 full 11 rotation with Jorgensen in goal. In the back line we got Tosin as a RCB. I want to try him and see how he performs there. Disasi as the middle center back, Badiashile as a LCB, and Vega as a left back that's going to invert into the midfield together with Casadei. I think Casadei will start, and Maresca was questioned around his role, and Casadei is a player that likes to contribute in the final third, but he has been utilized in this long pivot, and Casadei might have to accept that in the current moment because it's really a lot of competition in the midfield, and he just simply have to do everything he can. He needs to do his best when he's given time now, even if it's in a role he's not so comfortable in. But I think he did a decent job there against Barrow, so I expect him to play there tomorrow too. I think we're gonna rest Malo Gusto. He recently came back from injury. He can come into the second half potentially. And in the half space role, I want to have Kieran Dewsbury Hall, João Felix as wide wingers. We having Misha on the left hand side, Pedro Neto on the right hand side, and Nkunku as the striker up front. And I mentioned it before, but I think we really have strong squad depth. They should be able to do a job against Gent, and It's crazy we can turn to likes of João Felix, Nkunku, Pedro Neto, etc. in a Conference League game. And in terms of a score prediction, I expect us to win 2-0. I was gonna say 3-1, but I'm gonna go with 2-0. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Even though I want to see us playing in Champions League, I'm gonna try to look forward as much as I can for the Conference League, and we should aim to win it. Our road to Conference League glory begins tomorrow, and it's going to be fun seeing Mudryk, João Felix, and Nkunku and other guys be giving minutes. I think Renato Veiga has been very positive in the last games. He's looking very mature out there on the pitch. His decision making is very good. He's talking to players, very vocal. I like that. There's a lot of things we can look forward to tomorrow that I'm very exciting to observe. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below, and I happily read it. And I thank you so much for watching, and Chelsea Explained is out.